Buddy, thank you, and welcome to tonight's edition of the Vima Elite Networking broadcast. My name is Turner Simon, guys. I've been doing this business for about 2 years now. 2 summers ago, I started building my Vima business, and my life has never, ever been the same. So, guys, if you're brand new on the call tonight, your friend got you on this to help inform you the correct way about a business model that's been around for over 100 years, believe it or not, but recently, within the past 3 years, I'd say, has integrated itself into the younger market. And young kids, being naturally good at the characteristics and necessary qualities and things of that nature to build a business, within the past couple years, the younger generation, Generation Y, has blown the doors off of this business model, has absolutely revolutionized what is possible with direct sales. So guys, like I said, my name's Turner Simon. I'm 21 years old. Currently I'm in Maine, kind of way up north. So this is a bit spotty, a bit blotchy. I apologize, my service is not up to par, but I'm originally from Pennsylvania. So for college, after high school, I was always taught to get good grades in high school, which I did. Straight A's were expected from my parents, and I did that, and I got into a good college because that's what everybody around me was doing. I went up to school in Boston, a school called Northeastern. So I was attending that school, and after my freshman year of college, I returned back to Pennsylvania, where I was from, to get a job, to make some money in between the next school year, because I needed money to bring back to school to spend weekends, and eating and stuff like that, to live. So I did what everybody else did. I did what society tells you to do. I did what my friends were doing. I did what my parents told me to do, and I got a job. Right? I clocked in, clocked out from early mornings, like 8 a.m., all day, worked all day, for $10 an hour. And I thought that was pretty good because a lot of my friends were making minimum wage or less than that. So I did that, guys, for about the first month or so. And then my good friend from high school, his name is Tyler Small, he approached me about this business model. He hit me up one night, out of the blue. I mean, he was my good friend. I hung out with him, pretty frequently. So he said, dude, come over tonight, meet this kid. It's crazy, dude. He's a really compelling story. You have to hear about this thing. So I was pretty intrigued. My good friend hitting me up about some kid that had a compelling story. I'm not sure. I don't even think he mentioned money, but he was my good friend. I trusted him, so I went over that night. And that night, I heard about this business called Vima, this product called Verve, and this concept called direct sales or affiliate marketing. So that night, guys, this is about a month into summer, so I've been working that job for about a month. And you can imagine, dude, after the first week, man, you're sick of waking up early, clocking and clocking out for little to no money and being told what to do and when to do it from some dude a couple years older than you. So going into this meeting, guys, I already had the thought in my mind that a job is not what I wanted to do that summer. So that night, my good friend Tyler introduced me to now another good friend of mine. His name is Luke Kish. Right at the time, he was brand new to this business model, and he had been doing it for about 2 months. And he was, educated, but nothing to the point where we are 2 years down the road. He was talking to me about energy drinks and kids over at the Phoenix Sun Stadium over in Arizona, which, by the way, this is the official product for them. And he was talking to me about kids earning incredible incomes through this business model of Vima, through this direct sales marketing idea concept. And this was completely foreign to me. I was studying chemical engineering at school. I didn't know anything about business, and I'd never even seen this thing before. Verve, this little, when I got introduced, it was an orange can. This is our newest product called Verve Remix. I'll touch on the product in a minute, but I'd never seen this thing before. So for me, being a brand new person, hearing about kids making thousands of dollars a month or even a week around a product I'd never seen, you can imagine I was a little bit skeptical. I didn't really believe this thing at first. I didn't think it was possible for somebody in my age demographic, I was 19 years old, to be making upwards of $1,000 a week or something of that nature. I didn't believe that thing was possible, but I'm ambitious. I'm motivated, right? And I'm a winner, flat out. So if somebody was excelling to that level in my age group, meaning making that type of money, I was going to check this thing out and see if it was legitimate or not. And if it was, I was going to duplicate those results in my life. Because I'm not somebody to know something like this is happening. Kids are actually making a significant amount of money, and let that pass me by. So at that point, I sat Luke down and I asked him a lot of questions. I was super skeptical, like I was saying, and I wanted my questions answered, and I wanted to figure out what this thing was. First off, he told me the credibility behind the company, so I wasn't so skeptical, and I knew it was real. So he told me, like I mentioned, a couple minutes ago, this is the official product of an NBA team, the National Basketball Association, the Phoenix Suns. They have a whole Verve nightclub in their stadium. It seats about 500 people. If you're an affiliate through the company Vima, you can go there for free, I believe, or maybe even half off tickets or something of that nature. There's a huge Verve can on the side of the stadium. It's their official product. So I saw credibility right there. There's a NASCAR car, the WNBA team, the NHL team, the Coyotes, or the Coyotes, whatever. It's their official product as well. So me being new to this whole idea, I understood that it was legitimate if an NBA team was willing to put their name on the product and the business, meaning have it their official product. I knew it was legitimate. And at that point, I asked him how this company had made money. And he explained to me the concept of direct sales, how companies in this space do not advertise the traditional route. Meaning, if you guys think about advertising today, if you're brand new to this business model, think about what you think, or what do you think about when you think about advertising? You think about TV commercials, which are pretty ineffective. I mean, tell me the last time you guys have watched a TV commercial. Most people have DVR. They fast forward through it because they TiVo stuff. They have Netflix or HBO Go, right? You think about advertising, the ad on YouTube. Well, that's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, skip ad. You're probably pressing skip ad before that box even pops up. Billboards on the side of the highway. They're a joke. Who looks at them? Who buys stuff off a billboard? Right? Celebrity endorsements, which probably gain the most attention from us because we pay attention to celebrities. So they pay, Sprite pays Drake, for that one dumb commercial where his face is like morphing like a transformer. Shaun White reps Red Bull on his snowboard. Pay him a couple $1 million to do that one. Right? So celebrity endorsements. So the advertising through a direct sales company like Vima, what I was getting introduced to, is strictly through word of mouth. It is strictly through a consumer basis like myself. I've been doing this for about 2 years, like I said, right? So my network is a direct reflection of people that I've told about the products or the business model behind it, which I'll touch on, and who they tell, and the network that they generate. So it's all through my word of mouth initial, for my first week, my first day in Vima. From that point forward, all the product sales, all the knowledge that people know about Verve or Vima or any product, through my word of mouth referrals and however far that travels, that's who they compensate. That's who Vima, that's who direct sales compensates. So it's a pretty simple concept. It didn't take long for myself to wrap my head around it. They get products to people through people, not through TV commercials because they're ineffective, not through YouTube ads because they're ineffective, not through celebrity endorsements, and not through billboards. Through people, through word of mouth recommendations. And if you think about that for a second, we are literally doing this every single day. You go see a new movie, you tell a friend, hey, that was a terrible movie, don't go see it. Or you tell a friend, yo, that was a sick movie, man, you have to go see it. If your friend goes and buys a movie ticket the next day, whatever, the next week, you are causing a sale directly from your word of mouth recommendation for that movie theater, and you do not get compensated. Now think about this one step further. That friend loves that movie. He tells his friends get a group of 6 people, and they go the next day. You caused 7 ticket sales through your first word of mouth recommendation to one friend. And you get 0 credit for that. You guys go to Chipotle, you love the burritos, you tell your friends. They go every single week for a month, for a year. They tell all their friends they go every single week for a year. Imagine how many sales of burritos are happening simply because you told that first person that you liked Chipotle. We're literally doing this every single day. Think about that happening 50 years ago with our parents' generation, and now think about what's happening right now when we have Facebook, we have social media. People are tweeting about everything, literally everything. Instagramming pictures of shoes. My last pair of shoes I bought because I saw an Instagram picture. Food. People Instagram their lunch. People Instagram everything, right? Think about our generation and how our word of mouth travels, how fast it travels, how far it travels. So like I said in the beginning, direct sales, the industry, is getting its doors blown off because this company, Vemma, was the first one to successfully integrate into the younger market. So real quick, guys, I've been building this Vemma business for about 2 years, and I would love to talk about the product that they have to offer because they've significantly changed my life. I haven't been sick since that first day I drank Verve, and my whole family is on it, and it's done crazy, crazy things for people's health. So guys, the company that we work with is called Vemma. You can see it on the can. They make the product Verve. So Vemma is actually an acronym. It stands for Vitamins, Essential Minerals, Mangosteen, and Aloe Vera. So within this complete liquid nutritional supplement, that's what Vemma is. It's a liquid vitamin. You get vitamins A through E, 65 plant-based minerals, mangosteen, which is a superfruit, very high in antioxidants, super good for you, and aloe vera. So it's a clinically proven liquid supplement that has had clinical studies done on it, and it's very, very good for your health, right? And if you are super into health, guys, I really recommend you go to vemma.com/science, and you can check out all the information on the product line. But as far as that's pretty much the extent of my knowledge. I have been drinking this product for about 2 years, like I said, and I have never felt better. And it started out 8 years ago in 2004, the end of 2004. So let's say 2005 was our first full year in business with a liquid vitamin. It was this 2-ounce shot. Actually, it used to be two things you pour together, but for the sake of simplicity, we'll say it's a 2-ounce shot that adults were filling up. This little shot glass has Vemma down it every single day, and taking this 2-ounce liquid vitamin to get all the vitamins, the minerals, the mangosteen, the aloe. Right, taking this stuff, feeling really good on it. And the company decided to expand their base. Every company wants to expand, right? So they're looking at other avenues of how they could, successfully get this liquid vitamin into a wider variety of people's hands. So this one is an energy drink. It's called Verve. All they did was take that same 2-ounce liquid vitamin. Parents are feeling phenomenal on, but young kids, we don't have health problems. A lot of my friends, I'm 21, like I said, they're not waking up and taking liquid vitamins. They're not taking, supplements like that. So what the CEO did, his name is BK Barreco, he took the liquid vitamin, put it into basically a Red Bull can, called it Verve, added purified water and natural caffeine called Guarana, 80 milligrams of natural caffeine. So this is an all-natural, a much, much, much better version of what kids are spending. I looked it up. $70 million a day on Red Bull, Rockstar, Monster, and we also have a coffee product. I drank it this morning. It's called Mojo. Coffee is a $180 billion market. It's the third most consumed beverage behind tea and water. We also have a tea. It's called Par Tea. It's like a peach blended tea. It's a phenomenal product. And we also have a weight loss program. It's called Body. So if you guys are familiar with the channel, the network ABC, it's a pretty big one. They have something called ABC's Extreme Makeover Weight Loss Edition. Every single whatever night at whatever time. I don't watch TV anymore, but it's a weight loss show run by Chris and Heidi Powell. They have teamed up with our company Vemma and created the Body line. So they have something called Body Burn. It's in the same size can as this. It has 20 milligrams of protein. And it's a thermogenic weight loss. It speeds up your metabolism and burns fat. It's a very, very good product. I like it. I take it before the gym. There's 100 milligrams of caffeine as well. And also some protein, meal replacement, and stuff of that nature. Again, I really recommend you guys go online and check out the full variety of products. There's another Gatorade type product called Thirst, and in the fall we're launching a Body Pro, which is a muscle mass gainer line, which is going to be phenomenal. I'm super stoked about that. But the point being, Vima has expanded its avenues of how they can get the liquid vitamin to people, and a big one is Verve for kids, because like I said, go to any college party, go to any high school, you see energy drinks everywhere, all of which are terrible for you. Multiple are being banned in European countries because it's literally linked to deaths. 5 Hour Energy, same thing. It's crazy. So I started to think about this concept, Vima, and direct sales. Now, I could trace my dollars back to the gas station, to Walmart, to GNC, and I saw I was spending money on products that Vima had to offer, except A, they weren't as good for me, and B, none of them had the direct sales business model behind them, except for Vima. So it's a very simple concept for me. Well, actually, I mean, I got involved because I hated my job. I didn't like clocking in early, and I didn't like clocking out at night and making no money, little to no money, throughout the day. I didn't think that was fair. I have a much better work ethic than that, and I think that you should be paid off of what you're worth, not just your time spent. And a newsflash for you guys, if you would like to become wealthy in life, meaning have a lot of money, more than 30 grand a year, more than 50, 60, 70 grand a year, you're going to have to do something where you are in control. You're going to have to build a business so you are relied on, and not you're relying on somebody else to tell you, hey, do this, do that, do this, do that. We're going to pay you this. No questions asked. You have to build a business. And that's what I learned at a very young age through this industry called direct sales. I started to look it up. The companies have done this in the past. It's proven. Like I said in the beginning of the webinar, it's been around for over 100 years. The first company is called Avon. It's moms, grandmas, and lotion. They're marketing it to their very limited network. Think about your mother's generation compared to ours, grandmother's generation compared to ours. That company last year did $11 billion-ish in sales, which is incredible. The National Football League, the NFL, which is like a religion in America, did $9.5 billion. So one company with moms, grandmas, and lotion, networking to their very limited networks, can produce more sales than the NFL. I saw that and I got super, super excited. The industry is proven. It's actually created more 7-figure income earners, aka millionaires, than anything else, right? Than pro sports. Now think about it. If you grow up playing football and you don't take it seriously, or even if you do take it seriously, how many people make it to the top level, into the NFL? Not everybody. It's performance driven. The people that are playing at the highest level are getting paid a lot of money because they perform very, very well. Now, the industry of direct sales has the ability to pay you as much as you want. It's performance driven income. You are your own boss. You choose who you work with, when you work, where you work. About a year in, I moved to Miami with 3 of my best friends because I could work with anyone, which is awesome. The flexibility is unreal. So whenever there's an opportunity to make a lot of money based off your performance, there's also the opportunity to make no money based off your performance. It's what you do with your time. If you're letting somebody else dictate how much your time is worth, you're not going to make a lot of money, flat out. So the thing with Vima is we have the ability to determine how much we're worth. There's a law. It's called the law of income. Your income will be in direct proportion to how much value you bring to the marketplace. So previously, before Vima, I was working for $10 an hour. I was doing a job where I did not bring a lot of value to the marketplace. I was putting chips back, in their spot once people bought them from the cafe. I was, handling food. Anybody could do that. I wasn't bringing a lot of value to the marketplace. Now with Vima, I've chosen a different avenue, a different route of how I can build an income, and it's up to me. to bring as much value as I personally want to the marketplace. The more value I bring, the more compensation I will get. So guys, essentially what we're doing, we're not selling Verve cans. That's not what we do at all. We simply recommend it to other people. We are not salespeople. We're share people, if that's a word. It's not a word, but I just made it up right now. We share the products to other people. I like Verve. I'm drinking one right now. If you guys are up in Maine with me, I'd give you one for free. I'm not going to charge you. This is actually $2 a can. It's cheaper than Red Bull and way better. I'm not going to charge you for the product. Neither would your friend if you're on it, if your friend got you on it. We simply share the product with other people, and the bigger our network grows of people that consume this and buy it for themselves off of a website similar to Amazon.com, except there's just Vemma.com. It's directly from the company, hence the name Direct Sales. The bigger your network grows of people that consume the product, the more money you're producing for Vemma. You're bringing value to them. Then they have the ability to turn around and pay you. So, like I was saying in the beginning, guys, I've been doing this business for about 2 years. To share with you some success of what I've done with it, to show you this is real. I'm an average 21-year-old kid, right? There's not much special about me, except I'm ambitious, I have a good work ethic, and I believed I could succeed in this company. So I started to tell my friends about this. I started to say, hey man, I got an opportunity where we can be our own boss, make our own hours, make as much money as we choose. Or, hey man, I see you drinking Rebel, I see you drinking Dunkin' Donuts coffee, I have a better product for your health, and there's also a business model behind it. Or just talk about the products. So I started to talk to a lot of people about this business. Some took me up on it, some didn't. It didn't matter at the end of the day because I knew exactly where I was going to take this whole thing. So a lot of my friends told me, hey man, that sounds too good to be true. I don't think you can get a BMW from an energy drink. I don't think that you can create a six-figure income or make $1,000 a week from an energy drink. I just don't think that's possible. And that's fine. But I met people in the company that are making upwards of $250,000 a year, $1 million a year. Now, results aren't typical because the people that are at those types of incomes are not typical. They worked harder than the person that comes in, doesn't make any money because it doesn't try or doesn't read and educate himself. They're making that type of money because they become that valuable. They've brought that much value to the marketplace. They chose how much they wanted to make. So it's simple. Success leaves clues. You follow poor people, I guarantee you, every single time, you will be poor. If you follow successful people, wealthy people, and you do what they do, you say what they say, you will get what they have every single time. It's fact. So I started to follow the success of the company. I started to listen, hey, this worked for you. I'm going to do the same thing because I know it works. So I started to follow success. 3 people picked me up on the business aspect. One was my good friend. Her name is Maggie DePippo. She is now on the side of the Phoenix Suns Stadium, larger-than-life poster. This is my good friend from high school, and she's working a night shift job at a gas station. Now you can imagine she's 19 years old. I think she might have been 18 at the time. She doesn't want to work a gas station job, clocking in at 11 at night and clocking out at 6 a.m. So I came to her, and I was like, hey, Maggie, you should honestly take a look at what I got going on. I found a way we can be our own boss, work our own time. You can get out of that job, and we can make more money than $7.25 an hour, because that's absolutely ludicrous, because you're a human being. You're God's highest form of creation. We can determine our own worth with Vemma and work a much better lifestyle. So she got involved strictly because she wanted out of that lifestyle she was living and into a better one. Another one of my friends, Damian Jordan, literally every single time I saw this kid, he had a Dunkin' Donuts huge coffee or a Rebel can. So I was like, yo, dude, you're already spending money on stuff like this. Just look at a product called Verve. It's much better for your health. But, man, dude, there's a business behind it. And if we team up and build a network together, we can make money. So he's like, wow, man. I built a buddy list in 5th grade called AIM. And then it was MySpace and now Facebook. And I have Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. I already have the network, so I think I can transfer knowledge into Verve and build a network of people consuming this instead and make money. So 3 people started my network. We talk about Chipotle as much as Snapchat. So people were talking about Vemma, whether it's the products or the business model. So my network started to expand. It turned from 3 people to 10 people. 10 people to 50, 50 to 100, 100 to 1,000. I've been involved for about 2 years, like I said, and my network has grown from those initial 3 people in Kennett Square, Pennsylvania, where I'm from, to over 4,000 other people all across the world in every single U.S. state, multiple countries, London, Australia, South Africa, Canada, Mexico, crazy places that I've never been before, through the power of word of mouth. They say within 6 relationships, you know the whole entire planet. 6 degrees of separation. So imagine, guys, think about who you know that wants to be healthy. Everybody. Without your health, you have nothing. Who wants to make money? You need money to live, unfortunately. It's like oxygen, dude. Try living without it. Now think about our generation. Who's networked? 99.9% of kids. Who's working a job they don't like to work? Most people. Who's getting paid stuff they don't want to be getting paid, or an amount they don't want to be getting paid? A lot of people. Weight loss. We live in America. Guys, it's all adding up. I'm not a special kid. The circumstances are special. The fact that we can talk to 60 people in 60 countries in 60 seconds if we want to, through the touch of an iPhone, with our thumbs, that's special. I noticed it and I took advantage of it. So guys, understand this thing is real. If it's for you, cool. If not, cool. I understood if I never got Facebook, would there still be 1 billion people on it? Probably. If I never got Facebook, would it still be valued at $170 billion, which I think is the last thing I've seen it be valued at? Probably. If I didn't do Vemma 2 years ago, was it still going to get in the hands of the people that are in my network now? Probably. Except it would have been through me. So guys, successful people and unsuccessful people, there's not much difference. Except successful people act on the opportunities given. Unsuccessful people make excuses. So guys, I challenge you, if you're new on the call tonight, dig this thing apart. Get your questions answered. Go back to your friends and ask them. Ask them why they're doing it. See if they're taking it seriously enough. You know, and check it out for yourself. Form your own opinion. Every single person I talked to told me not to do this whole thing. My mom told me not to quit my job and do Vemma. My friends were laughing at it. But also, they were passing me an Xbox controller and a blunt, telling me I wasn't going to make money off an energy drink. And this weekend, guys, my paycheck is already at $700. And I don't say it to brag or impress you or talk about myself, but if I listened to those people in the beginning, tell me if this thing wasn't real and I wasn't going to make money from it, I would not be in the position I am today. So understand, guys, the only opinion that matters is the person who pays your bills, which is you. And if it's your parents right now, it won't be forever. So form your own opinion. Think if this makes sense to you, you can help make it make sense to other people. And at that point, we can teach you how to build a business. So guys, stick around. This went kind of longer than I had initially planned. Sorry, that was about 25 minutes. But stick around, guys. I'm going to start in 2 minutes, and I'm going to do a little quick start training for if you are brand new or if you're already an affiliate in the business and you just like a little bit quick start training. I'm going to do that in about 2 minutes. So hang tight. I'm going to play a little Bob Marley for you guys, and then we'll talk in a second here. Cool. Thanks for hanging tight, everybody. Cool. So the training portion of tonight's Ustream for Vemma Elite Networking will be very short, roughly about 5 minutes, guys. I just want to touch on a couple key things. If you're brand new from this point forward, how to launch your business the best way possible so you can see results fast, right? Because people, unfortunately, obviously, for people involved, we know that I am just consuming a different product. I took my money and changed it from something I was spending my money on that didn't have a business model attached to it, that wasn't good for me, to a product that's good for me, has a business model attached to it, that I still drink, consume, and throw out. So for myself, I know I'm just spending money in a different area, but for a lot of people, if you're building a business, if you come in and you buy Verve, you want to profit right away. The biggest thing is getting a new person to make money fast. And how do you do that? First, guys, you need to build a belief level. Like I said, I'm a 21-year-old average kid with ambition. I noticed that Facebook was already there. I noticed that I had an iPhone 5. I noticed that the networks were there. Kids were looking for something like this. Student loan debt is the #1 debt in America, and the average starting salary out of college is like 25 grand a year, right? So I realized that. I'm an average kid that took my ambition and plugged it into a vehicle that can make a lot of money. And the reason I'm saying that is because if I can do it, so can you. If I can reach the level of star executive, which in the next 30 to 60 days I'm going to break a 6-figure income, right? If I can do that, so can anybody on this call. That's what you first and foremost need to understand, that you can 100% do it. Everybody in Vemma making any significant amount of money are average people with above average goals and dreams. That's it. They believe they could achieve the high ranks. With that being said, you first need to form your own opinion and think about this for yourself. If you think it's a good idea, and you know and you understand what direct sales and affiliate marketing is, you have closed yourself, you've sold yourself in the fact that this is real and legitimate, then you can go start to talk about other people. But if you haven't gotten to that point yet, you need to do that first. Because if you're not sure about this and you talk to other people, they're going to sense that. They're going to pick up that you're not sure on it, and they're not going to get involved. People don't follow people that are iffy. People don't follow people that don't know where they're going. People follow people that are definite, they have a plan of action, and they know where they're taking the business model. So that needs to be you from day one. So sit down, think about it, dude. We're networking products that we already spent money on. This one's a better version of that. We're networking in the most socially connected generation ever. And this one pays us to consume it during the worst recession since the Great Depression, says Obama. It makes complete sense. Make it make sense between your years. From that point forward, then you can talk to other people. How do you do that? You make a physical list. Right, go on Facebook, go on your phone book, go on Instagram, make a physical list on paper. Millionaires operate off of paper. If you want to become a millionaire and you want to make a lot of money, operate off of paper. Or don't. Doesn't matter. It's up to you guys. But I would recommend operating off paper. Make a physical list and learn how to approach your friends. You don't want to be different. Once you join Vemma, you're not a different person. You're simply taking this vehicle and creating wealth with it. So at that point, you want to approach your friends. You want to be genuine and have the right intention when talking to your friends. There's no scripted invite, but you guys know your friends better than I do. I can't tell you just, hey, say this and they'll always come out. But if you come at them excited with the genuine intention of, hey man, I found something that can change your life, they're going to come out and hear about it. So get your friends over to your house and have your first VSC, or Verve social event. Invite them to hear about the product, invite them to hear about the business model. Yo, dude, you know how you hate your job at Dunkin' Donuts? Well, yo, listen, man, I found a way we can get out of that. Come over to my house tonight at 8. Something along those lines. They come over, you share the plan, right? And if you're brand new, talk to the person that enrolled you, or talk to the person who's making money that you have directly contacted before, and they'll teach you and help you set up your first Verve social event. And that's how you build a business. And also, these webinars happen every single night. So with that being said, the next thing I want to touch on is the SoundCloud account. Plug into the SoundCloud. It's Vemma Elite Networking on SoundCloud.com. Very simple. Also, if you're in the Philadelphia region, or if you can get to Philadelphia, there's a regional event on September 20th. There's going to be about 1,000 people there. 700 tickets have already sold out. So if you're taking this business seriously, which I highly recommend you do because of what it can do for you, it's a profession. When taken professionally, you can make professional income. Get out to the regional in Philadelphia on September 20th. It's going to be absolutely huge. The YouTube page, right? Vemma Elite Networking, where all these nightly webinars are posted. If you're brand new or within the month or the first 2 months of your business, go on YouTube. That's how I got good at presenting the business. I learned from people that were good at it. I listened to how they did it, and I emulated them. I didn't become a robot and try to, repeat word for word what they're saying. I took what they're saying and presented it through my own voice, my own flair, really. And also, Personal development, guys. Like I said, you need to be able to bring value to the marketplace. If you can't do that, they're not going to pay you. You're not valuable. So building your own personal value happens through something called personal development. And I never known what that was before Vemma, which is sad because it's everything. You need to progressively become a better person. So the first thing I really recommend you guys, if you're brand new, to do is read a book called Business of the 21st Century. It was written by Robert Kiyosaki and Donald Trump. Those guys are multi-millionaires, and they give you the answers and teach you exactly what direct sales is in that book, Business of the 21st Century. The next book, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. It's kind of tough. You need to have a big mental capacity for that book. So if it doesn't suit you or you don't understand it or you get bored easily, just put it down and listen. Actually, you should probably listen to this before that, and maybe even before Business of the 21st Century. Go on YouTube and type in Jim Rohn, Jim, R-O-H-N, Rohn, Building Your Network Marketing Business. I attribute all my success to that. It's about an hour-long audio where if you get those philosophies in your head, you will be on the right path to success. Jim Rohn's Building Your Network Marketing Business. The next thing, The Compound Effect. It's a book written by Darren Hardy, or an audio. Find one and get it. It's also on the Vemma Elite Networking Facebook page, and get added to that. And then the last one is The Art of Recruiting by A.L. Williams. It's an audio where if you listen to it, you'll understand the importance of how to recruit and build a solid organization and build a business, guys. So those are the big 5 things. The regional event, September 20th, guys, in Philadelphia, and get added to all the Facebook pages and plug into the leadership. Also, every single Saturday, there's a quick start training call, which is hosted by usually Luke Kish. I'm not sure if we're going to be switching it up. And Sunday, a 6-figure mentorship call, usually hosted again by Luke Kish, but some people, Jesse Munn, who's a presidential pin earner in my organization, did the one last weekend, which is also a phenomenal call to listen to. Those are all posted on the SoundCloud account. So guys, plug into the calls weekly, I guess, on the weekends. Get your tickets for the September 20 regional event, and read Business of the 21st Century. Listen to Jim Rohn's Building Your Network Marketing Business. Build your mindset to where then you can present the information correctly to the people that you're talking to. And that is it for tonight's webinar, guys. So thanks for hopping on tonight. Again, my name is Turner Simon. Feel free to connect with me on social media. It'll build your belief on what we got going on here. And I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.